My name is Joe Henry. I'm the librarian at the Georgetown Library campus. And in this recording, I'm going to show you how to get to some of the library resources that you need for assignment number 3, English 101, Professor Crace. From the hgtc.edu home page, go to Quick Links and choose Library. Here you want to go into your LibGuides and then pick English 101 for Crace. Now, LibGuides are groups of books, electronic books, database articles, multimedia, all of the resources that you'll need for the particular class. This is the English 101 guide, and you want to take a look first under the Home tab, under Essay Tips. Here you're going to find some suggested starting points, and for Essays 3, you'll see that these are the tips that are going to be offered, and that will help you in your research to get going. Under the Books tab, you will find a list of the books for Essay 3 on the right-hand side. Some are about Agatha Christie, some are about the detective. All of them might be useful to you. And to find out the location of the book, simply click the title. And it will tell you this is at the Georgetown campus and the call number where you can find it on the shelf. Under eBooks, you're going to find some of the electronic book options. Now, here you're going to find a couple of detective books on the left with information about Agatha Christie, as well as Arthur Conan Doyle, which is going to be your 4th assignment. On the right-hand side, you're going to find some books about Agatha Christie, about private investigators, the figure of the detective. So all of these as well might be able to provide some information for you. Let's look at detective and mystery novelists. When you click on the ebook, it's going to give you a summary. On the right-hand side, you're going to see some tool options. And although it has a print option with books, you are limited to 10% of the content as a copyright rule to be able to print. But you can email yourself the link. On the left-hand side, you'll find the PDF full-text version of the book. Once loaded, you can see the contents is often listed. You can search within the book. We're going to search for Poirot. And then the pages that is listed on will pop up. You can scroll through there and click on one that might look like it has some information you wanted to read. To cite this source, you want to go to the top under Cite. Scroll down till you see the MLA 9th edition, and there is your starting citation that we always say to double check, because sometimes when you copy that over into your paper, you will lose formatting, and sometimes the formatting isn't correct. So just double check that. Under the Databases tab, you're going to find lists of databases with articles that are going to be relevant again for these assignments in this class. Let's take a look at 2 of them. We're going to start with the Criminal Justice database. we're simply going to enter the word detective. We're also going to click for scholarly or peer-reviewed journals on the left-hand side. And that's going to eliminate some of the items which may come from a less credible source. Now, when I looked through this earlier, I actually found an interesting article on the second page. Doing death work here. Now, this has some information about homicide detectives and how they actually do their work as a detective. Again, tools are on the right-hand side, including emailing the link and printing. Full text here on the left. And here is the article. You'll find citation assistance over again on the right-hand side, where you can pull in the starter MLA 9th edition citation. Another database to take a look at is the Salem Press. Here we're going to put in Agatha Christie. And you're going to see a number of articles on her. All of them might have some good information. This one we'll take a peek at. So we're going to find a little bit about her early life here, her life's work, and the significance of her work. On the left-hand side here, you're going to find the print options, emailing the link to yourself, and also the citation information. You'll notice it is MLA 8th edition, and we are using the 9th edition now, so definitely double check this to make sure it is up to date with the current MLA format. Moving on to the multimedia. On this page, you're going to find some resources here on the left. There is a good selection of Agatha Christie information on films on demand. Films on demand are short clips that are academic films, and they're perfectly fine to use as a source for your paper. If you see something that might be interesting, you can click on the clip. This particular section's 58 seconds long. The transcript to the clip is available under the transcript option, and citation information is available under the film under Cite. Under the website tab, here you're going to find a link to the electronic version of Poirot Investigates. We do have a few book versions for checkout. However, you can also read this online. And then last is your tab for citation assistance. It does have a link to the MLA Purdue OWL, which has a very comprehensive list of MLA citations in the 9th edition. It has some examples here and additional examples in the drop-down tab that might be related to your assignments in this class. All are good resources for you to double check and to get your MLA citations correct. So that is it. Those are some of the resources that you might be able to use for the paper. If you have any questions, please reach out to your nearest library. We also are available during working hours on chat, and we will be glad to help. And good luck.